Jujutsu Sorcerer, no longer Null, or Renjo Satoru for short, is a special grade summoning type sorcerer. Not that she is as strong as a special grade, but she sure is special at least. She possesses multiple high-level curse techniques, and the ability to summon and manipulate a countless number of gullible minors to fight by her side and overwhelm her enemies. Cursed technique, minor summoning. Renjo is able to summon these minors at any time using her cursed energy. She additionally uses the cursed object, the Twitter application, to amplify the amount of minors summoned. However, they are not loyal to her at first. This is where her other techniques come into play. By using keywords like fawning, flippancy, Stockholm Syndrome, and more, Renjo appears more intelligent, as if she knows what the fuck she's actually talking about, and she is able to convert these minors to her side and multiply the effectiveness of her offense and defense exponentially like some kind of unhinged bullshit machine. The 10 Moderators technique. This is an inherited technique passed down in the Fawning clan. She is able to summon up to 10 moderators who always stand loyal by her side like her personal squad of tit-suckling enforcers. These moderators can act as a fire starter when it comes to her snowball style of fighting, as the minors will tend to follow the herd like sheep. They additionally hold more power than the minors she is able to summon normally. They are able to temporarily ban people and force them to exit her domain for a short duration to limit the amount of people attacking the pillars. Cursed technique, Hollow Document. This is her main opening attack used to start her fights. This technique must be pre-planned as it requires an extremely long charge time and often cannot be used mid-fight. By summoning her 10 moderators, they are able to contribute cursed energy to this attack and speed it up. The technique is guaranteed to hit its target, regardless of the time or space in between her and her target. Upon striking its target, it leaves an area of devastating misinformation which she can use and manipulate against her target, or can also be used to manipulate and confuse any new summoned minors to her side. Domain expansion, Echo Chamber. This is her primary technique that is consistently maintained around her after it is opened. She did not learn this domain naturally. She instead obtained this domain when she first awakened as a Jujutsu sorcerer in the Fawning Games of 2067, and it is the key component of her fighting style. It is an open barrier domain that always remains after it is opened. The domain cannot be broken by attacks inside, outside, or when another domain is opened within the same space, which is honestly fucking ridiculous. While this domain is open, Renjo is effectively immortal, and she is able to avoid any incoming criticisms, questions, or attacks directed at her, basically dodging any and all accountability like a pro. However, the domain's barrier is supported by multiple vulnerable pillars of evidence. By attacking and debunking these pillars directly with contradicting evidence, the pillars may be broken, weakening the domain's effectiveness and range. Once most of the pillars have been destroyed, her domain will start to shrink and break if new pillars or excuses are not made. She is also able to expand or protect this domain via multiple ways, by shutting off all comments on her YouTube posts, locking her Discord server, limiting the reactions to her posts, and banning anyone that she is able to detect as a major threat. She can create additional pillars or protect them by reducing the number of attacks that can be made on them, and the effectiveness and range of her domain is expanded, allowing her to summon and fit more minors within the domain like some chaotic echo chamber nightmare. Her echo chamber additionally causes any summoned minors within to echo and repeat any attacks, arguments, or excuses that she creates. If she says something is fawning, the attack will be multiplied by the number of minors within the domain, causing the target to suffer under repeated attacks like absolute hell. Any targets within the domain that attempt to attack her or the pillars are additionally attacked by these minors via insults and death threats. Binding vow. Guilt tripping. Any targets within the lingering effect of Hollow Document who attempt to attack her directly will be attacked by her minors. If they attempt to criticize or question her, she can summon her horde to call them enabling pricks, apologists, and more. This also discourages any new summoned minors within the domain from speaking out or criticizing her, as they are now more likely to join her side like a bunch of scared idiots. Additionally, by pointing out the fact that any minors or attackers within may attempt to disprove her evidence early, she reduces the number of people willing to attack her through the horde of minors. Binding vow. Holier than thou. Renjo repeatedly frames herself as an extremely kind person that can do no wrong, by using chants like, "I am caring about him, even when I should be the one that needs caring." She is able to display herself with great charisma, increasing her influence over the summoned miners drastically and increasing the range and volume of her domain to summon more miners. She additionally frames herself as a caring and strong person by leaving direct messages to the miners, the pressure team, and her enemies within her hollow documents area of effect, and saying shit like, "I am scared that he will hurt himself," knowing full well she actually does not give a shit. Binding Vow, Information Omission. By leaving out key information in her attacks, Renjo is able to frame Zilkuna negatively at first glance. She leaves out her Twitter messages, voice message, death threats, her gooning material, and key information that could be used against her. This increases the initial power of her first hollow document and her opening domain massively. However, this Binding Vow is a double-edged sword. This Binding Vow does not remove the information entirely. It simply misplaces it within a sea of misinformation and bullshit. If her enemies are able to find this information in the sea of misinformation, they can use it to attack the pillars of her domain with great effect. Binding Vow, Brazen Exaggeration. If Zilkuna or any targets attempt to attack her within the area of effect from her hollow document, she is able to reflect their attack against them with greater force. In the fight between Renjo and Zilkuna, he repeatedly attacks her with short messages, but she is able to redirect and frame this as him not caring at all. Zilkuna also attempts to send multiple bunny images at her, in which she claims they are sexual in nature, and she's able to tell more of her new summoned miners that it was him trying to condition or normalize her like some twisted narrative. Binding Vow. I was sexually assaulted, and that's all that matters. If Ren's echo chamber pillars begin to break under repeated attacks, Renjo can chant and make a binding vow to rapidly shrink the size of her domain. This decreases her offense and reduces the amount of miners, but in return she increases her defense. The smaller domain is much harder to attack as they now have to attack the main allegation instead of the supporting pillars and evidence. Attacking the pillars at this point becomes much less effective. If a single pillar remains, the domain will still hold, and she can consistently create new pillars and excuses out of fucking thin air, such as her undiagnosed hypersexuality technique she did not use since the Fawning era. Fight with Zilkuna, Chapter 167. In her fight with Zilkuna, she immediately opens the fight with a surprise attack, cursed technique, hollow document, enhanced by multiple binding vows, information omission, holier than thou, guilt tripping, and brazen exaggeration. She then summons 6 moderators by her side. They leave positive comments, creating positive energy that heals her, and additionally causes any future miners summoned within her domain to be more likely to believe her as they see no negative comments whatsoever. The hollow document enhanced by the binding vows also leaves an enormous area of misinformation. This is where her technique begins to snowball rapidly. Zilkuna is caught off guard by the sudden attack. Unable to prepare, he and any natural miners within a 5-mile radius are struck by the explosion. The sheer information of 272 pages of bullshit floods these miners' mind and forces them to convert to her side, as these miners are unable to read for themselves and make their own fucking opinion, amplifying her techniques. If Zilkuna is not to address these allegations fast enough, the army of miners will continue to grow exponentially. Every second counts. Every second Renjo continues to spawn more miners. The lingering area the hollow document left behind leaves catastrophic misinformation, and her 10 moderators technique only help in spreading it even faster. Renjo was hoping to end this fight in one attack, but through sheer willpower and strength, Zilkuna is able to stand up from the blast, surprising her as she is almost caught off guard. Renjo and Zilkuna then open their domains at the same time, echo chamber and responsive context. In conclusion, Renjo is a dangerous sorcerer, capable of ruining anyone's reputation in under 24 hours. She opens fights with her hollow document technique that consists of misinformation and malice to kickstart her snowballing technique. This also starts her with an army of gullible miners that could not be bothered to read her document. She then uses her 10 moderators technique to spread this misinformation while she opens her domain. While her domain is active, she is able to attack her enemies with the force of thousands of miners. She is extremely hard to defeat with her pulling new and unexpected excuses out of her dry fucking coochie. However, she also provides the information and tools that are necessary to defeat her. One must find the displaced information and use it to shatter her domain's pillars, turn her own summoned miners against her, and then finally confront her in the final Fonjuku showdown about her lies. Only time will tell who will win this fight, and honestly, it's gonna be a complete shit show either way.